we are team number 2 and we are going to talk about the education in Mexico. The levels of education in Mexico are kindergarten, primary school or elementary school, secondary school or junior high school, and university, college, or technical education. The ages of each block of education is in kindergarten to 3 years to 5. In primary school is 6 to 12. In junior high school is to 13 or 12 to 15. And in high school is 15 to 18.
I'm going to talk about the most important leaders in the education in Mexico. Well, the first one, and I think the most important of all the leaders, is Jose Vasconcelos. He created a lot of schools and a lot of libraries, and he boosted also the education by when he was the leader of the Secretaría de Educación Pública, the SEP. And the second one is Justo Sierra. He is he was very important in Mexico because he boosted the education by making obligatory the primary school. So this helped every children to have at least the primary school. And the third one, it was Gabino Barrera. He was an important scientist. He think that if you can boost Mexico, you have to learn and study from the books. And he boosted also the theoretic model in the education.
I'm going to talk about the different levels of education in our country. Mexico City and Estado de Mexico has a high level of education. Morelos, Chiapas, Tamaulipas, Baja California Sur, Tlaxcala, and Tabasco has a mid-level of education. It's good, but not enough like Mexico City. Guerrero has a low level of education, but Michoacán and Oaxaca has a big problems about education against teachers, against government. It's a really critical level of education. In Mexico, the average schooling is about 8.7 grades. That is the same of being on second grade of secondary school. Only the 43% of all the population in Mexico have been on a primary school. Only the 43% of 100 students of all the population of Mexico, 68 only have been on primary school, but 35 only have accomplished it. Only the 8.5% of all the population in Mexico have been on high school, but only the 3% have accomplished their high school.
Well, I'm going to talk about characteristics of Mexico's education. First of all, it is divided by 4 levels of education. First is preschool, that is compulsory basic education, that is divided into 2 subjects, which is primary and secondary or junior high school. Then there is the upper secondary education, also known as high school. And at the end there's the higher education. We all know that basic education is provided by the government and is free, non-religious, and is publicly provided. The financial resources all come from the Secretaría de Educación Pública, aka SEP, and in education Mexico spends $28 billion annually. Out of every $100 100 students that enter primary, only 68 finished basic education and 35 graduated from upper secondary. Thank you.